Welcome to the next standard banner featuring SARIA and CARNELIAN. ARA. If you find this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. You can also join me on Twitch at twitch.tv/drvolk or on Discord, links in the description below. SARIA is amongst the most used 6 stars in the game. Her skill set makes her an excellent fit for any stage. Whether you need single target healing, AoE healing, or burst AoE healing combined with debuffs, SARIA goes to work. Add in some SP feeding as well, and you've got yourself a top tier operator. The aforementioned SP feeding stems from her passive, where each successful heal gives the ally 1 SP. Her other passive provides more attack and defense over time. The attack is nice, she does more damage than your typical healing defender. The defense is welcome, of course, though it doesn't make her a tank. If she takes a beating, she crumbles much faster than a true defender. Her one weakness. Skills 1 and 2 are as straightforward as can be. One is a focused single target healing, and the other is for AoE. Both great, both worth full mastery. What I love most about skill 2 is that range. She counters all pressure from environmental damage such as poison mist and ballistae without needing to figure out optimal placement for your medics. Laziest healing skill in the game. As if being a great healer and SP vendor wasn't enough, you can opt for skill 3, calcification. Yoinking a thing or two from Suzerain, SARIA channels an AoE that heals allies, slows enemies, and increases arts damage taken by foes. Powerful ability. And look at that beautiful range. You couldn't rightfully ask for more. M3 worthy as well. Yes, you M3 all of SARIA's abilities. The only drawback with calcification is sacrificing the consistent healing of her other 2 skills. That's right, its weakness is that you can't take all of her skills at once. CARNELIAN is a modal caster, meaning she doesn't attack unless a skill is active. When not casting, CARNELIAN turns into a tank caster of sorts with high defense and resistance. She does nothing else, however. She can also overcharge skills by waiting a little longer before activation, similar to skills that store multiple charges. Once released, it unleashes a stronger version of the skill. The overcharge mechanic for her is a little misleading. Her skills require overcharge to be worthwhile 9 times out of 10, so her short recharges are longer than they appear. Not AoE caster long, mind you. Whoa, I would never say it's AoE caster bad. Never. CARNELIAN's passives complement her archetype. The second is a simple, faster charge when going for the overcharge, while the first means that she can do without a healer as long as she doesn't take too much damage between activations. Skill 1 keeps her archetype trait of being a tank caster active even while attacking. The damage is rather pitiful though, so this skill is just to have her do something when you brought her for that out of order deployment niche. Skill 2 is more notable, a slow or bind to each attack. Good if you don't have the likes of Angelina or Suzerain yet, or if you need a durable Angelina/Suzerain. Great uptime too. Mark of Gluttony, skill 3, is her most powerful ability. She unleashes her sand in all directions that ramps in power over time. This is like a full AoE skill 3 AR. Before you get too excited though, the ramping in truth means the first hits are rather weak, and the latter powerful waves are often wasted. The overcharge marks enemies to take 20% increased damage per hit, stacking up to 5 times for plus 100% damage. With an attack speed of 2 seconds, that means 10 seconds for maximum effect. Later enemies enter at 0 and need time to collect stacks for full effect. Combine this with the ramping and you have a mechanically clunky skill. Yes, it will clear a wave, though not as effectively as one would prefer. All things considered, CARNELIAN is a mid-tier 6 star, best used when you need that AoE arts damage and a tank rolled into one. I demonstrated her niche power in De Solace Holiday recently, where I cleared the MO stage on a 2-week-old account. As for the 5 stars, we have Croissant, Blue Poison, and Akafuyu. Croissant is all about that tank. Her passive has her outright ignore damage 20% of the time at E2, double if skill 1 is active, and she passes half that resist to surrounding allies. Skill 2 has a sizable knockback and stun, not often the most useful for a tank. That said, when you need to occasionally push small children off a cliff and tank their parents in between, Croissant makes life easy. Blue Poison's specialty is dealing mixed damage as a sniper and firing split shots to hit multiple targets. She is the best amongst 5-star snipers and worth building, especially if you have no 6-star anti-air snipers yet. Masteries go a long way with her as well. Akafuyu is a defensive enmity guard, which sadly isn't what you often need out of her archetype. One generally wants them to attack hard and fast, holding enemies at bay away from the team. Skill 1 increases her kill power, yet also prevents block, which again goes against the archetype. With Skill 2, however, and her defensive-orientated build, Akafuyu can occasionally solo hard-hitting enemies that her colleagues struggle with. Situationally useful. So, should you pull? Saria is an easy top-tier operator and in a league of her own for the healing defender archetype. Her skill versatility and stack toolbox make her the perfect candidate to step on you. Join your roster. Her skill versatility and stack toolbox make her the perfect candidate to join your roster. If you have the gold certificates, go for her unless you really want to hold for operators like Exia, Ifrit, or Aya, who are due soon in the gold store, or you're saving for Rosa's gold debut in a few weeks. Keep in mind that Saria is recruitable with the top operator tag, though I would never rely on that to acquire her. The rarity of the tag and getting the particular operator that you want from that tag means it's much too unreliable a means of getting her. As for actually spending a rundom, she is still worth it, and she has no upcoming special banner appearances, so you won't find a better Saria banner for the foreseeable future. Of course, Carnelian may join you instead. As always, my rule on pulling standard banners is being okay with getting either 6-star. Carnelian isn't the best unit most of the time. When her archetype as a durable caster is needed, she makes life much easier, so she has uses even in an established barracks. She's a decent consolation price if you miss Saria. Still, consider if you can simply buy Saria instead. If you are deciding between pulling here or on the upcoming Thorns solo banner, I recommend going for Thorns given his double appearance rate for a more reliable result. You may be able to pull for Thorns while this banner is still active. If you find him quickly, use spare pulls on a 6-star here. Hope you found this useful. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell so you don't miss anything. You can also join me on Twitch at twitch.tv/drvolk, where I stream every week. We also have a Discord server where you can ask for help, add friends, and engage with the community. Links in the description below. Good luck with your pulls, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.